You're hurting, aren't you?
Yeah, I got rolled up on it.
Yeah.
Dr. Carolyn Fari is a certified athletic trainer working with high school athletes in Pocatello, Idaho.
That's a good deal.
She is also a sports science professor at Idaho State, where she founded and directs the Center for Sports Concussion.
Just thread up through there. Thread those through there.
From her dual perspective, Fari says football's concussion crisis is real, and so are the fears of parents.
They are really afraid of concussion. Parents want to let their kids play football, but they're looking for any additional thing that they can do to keep their kids safer.
At the recent annual meeting of the National Athletic Trainers Association, hundreds of companies displayed their products. Several were directly related to the concussion issue, including Guardian caps, padded removable helmet covers that are mostly used in practice and sell for about $60.
What we're trying to do is to manage some of that energy that's hitting on the player. We want to manage that force at the point of impact.
Erin Hansen and her husband Lee own a material science and technology company outside Atlanta. Lee invented Guardian caps. Erin is the CEO.
How popular are Guardian caps right now?
We are only into our second selling season, 2 years in, and we have about 30,000 players out on the field playing with Guardian caps. All the way from the very little guys, all the way up to D1 programs like Clemson.
Essentially, what it's doing is it's slowing down the acceleration. So when somebody is hitting helmet to helmet, it's slowing down that acceleration, which reduces the forces.
The product's website does not say it prevents concussions, but does say it reduces impact up to 33%. Boston neurosurgeon Robert Cantu says that percentage claim is too simplistic and may be misleading.
Well, my concerns are that when a manufacturer of a protective device says that it reduces impact forces by a third, that somebody may interpret that as reducing their risk of injury by a third. And there's no literature and no testing that confirms that.
This video shows the Hansens' own extensive laboratory testing. They say they have also funded studies that substantiate their company's claims. Fari and Cantu say when players wear Guardian caps, the blows that might have glanced off a helmet's hard shell could stick to the cap's soft padding and increase the impact to the helmet. The Hansens say their tests refute that. In recent years, more concussion-related products have entered the marketplace, making it hard for parents to make choices.
How can parents recognize misleading claims?
I think anyone who tells you that a product can prevent a concussion, you should run away from, because it just can't.
Jim Graham here.
But this former sales rep for Guardian caps did talk about preventing concussions. Jim Graham, a youth league football coach in Colorado, posted this video on YouTube. We asked Erin Hansen to watch his sales pitch.
But as a coach myself, I couldn't look my players or parents in the eye and tell them that I did everything I could do to help prevent concussions in my athletes if I didn't tell them about these Guardian caps.
He used the words to help prevent concussions. What's your reaction to what you just saw?
Extremely concerning. You know, that is not the message we want to convey in any way, shape, or form.
How responsible are you for what your sales reps are saying out in the field or on social media?
You educate your sales reps, you have them sign literature that says that, you know, I'm aware of what the message is and isn't, but you can only control so much.
Erin Hansen said she had never seen this video before, but says her husband Lee had, and he dismissed Graham last year partly because of it.
We hear that a lot.
The Hansens also say they have generally cut back on using sales reps who might distort the message.
Do they feel a difference in the impact of their practices?
Yes. As teams gear up.
As for the media's message about Guardian caps, local news reports sometimes do their own exaggerating.
Its goal is to help prevent concussions during practices.
And at a recent 7-on-7 tournament in Connecticut, where Guardian Caps was a sponsor, this is what one high school coach told Outside the Lines.
What parent wouldn't like it? Hey, this is a concussion preventative. Why wouldn't their child, or why wouldn't they want their child in this product? And when it does something like that and it has that kind of power, I think parents really do like it, just to know that their kid is safe.
I know that a lot of the parents that are purchasing it are under the assumption that this is going to prevent their kids from getting concussed. And I know that those things just aren't true.
The Federal Trade Commission protects consumers from overhyped safety claims. In 2012, the FTC charged a company called BrainPad with making unfounded claims that its mouthguards reduced the risk of concussions.
The FTC also said that it sent warning letters to 18 other sports equipment manufacturers. Were you one of those companies?
Absolutely. We were never fined by the FTC. We took their suggestions to heart, and it was a real awakening for us as a company.
The company's website now repeatedly warns that no helmet or helmet pad can prevent or eliminate the risk of concussion. There's also a disclaimer attached to each Guardian cap telling players, hey man, read this before you use it.
Hands, feet.
Still, Fari says she's so concerned about this fast-growing product, she tried to get it banned in Idaho.
People are looking for quick fixes. I think people are frightened by the concussion epidemic, and they're looking for an easy answer. And this is a product that's being presented to them as that easy answer.